Good evening and salutations, everyone out there. Whether you actually are here or listening to this after the broadcast, either way, I appreciate all and every bit of your time. Hi, hello there. I am Footworth, and I am very happy to be back. I was only gone a week, but trust me, and broadcasting land, I could feel like a century. And it's, yeah, last week was rough, but more importantly, I am just been looking forward to this. Talking about Yoshi has been in my mind for well over 2 weeks, and I'm happy to see already that, okay, make sure I switch this to have live chat, not top chat, that few of my mainstays are already here. Hi, N King, and hello, Nicholas Lamb. I don't think I've seen you two here together in the same stream at the same time, so it's gonna be fun to have some more of my long-term viewers hang out. Gosh, it's I'm not sure about you, but it's kind of been interesting for me the last year to start to recognize certain names from people commenting more and more, and yeah, it's giving me warm fuzzies to see that your names pop up, you know, here and there. So before I get too mushy-washy, thank you. I love you both. But that's not what we're here today. I'm here to talk about Yoshi, which I meant to grab one of my fiance's adorable little plushies, so I'm just gonna have to pretend I have it here. No, I'm not gonna do that. That was silly. What was I gonna say? Yes. Where to really begin with the popular green dino that is Mario's main sidekick, really. And hey, Reg's here too. Hey, by the way, Reg, while I'm thinking about it, what? Oh gosh, hey, thank you for the assist. Oh, here's more. Ha, Poochie. Ha, there we go. Ha, ha. I played softball. But there we go. We got the Yoshi gang and good old Poochie, as well as my Poochie Poo. Hi, Tifa. There we go. There we go. Yeah. I was gonna say. There we go. Look at those cuties. I'm really gonna be using those in a hot second. But I was gonna say, yes, Reg. I was gonna say, I felt so bad. It wasn't until like this week when I saw your comments with someone else on the latest Creature Creator. I thought that you and someone else were the same person. I was like, oh, he just changed names 1 week. So imagine my surprise when I saw just straight up like, oh, they're separate people. I felt bad. Not that you really would know, but still, it's cool. Like I said, it's always learning new people as I go along, and you know, sure, whether you're a new, old, physically, I mean, I am 30 something, but I still feel like I'm just basically 30. I mean, we're still all young and hard. We're all still people, you know. Hi. I'm building a coalition, yeah. Reg, there was another person with an acronym of like GNB that I totally thought was you as well. I thought you just changed your acronym from like GNB to RAG, not realizing that you're separate people, so I just felt bad about that. So I want to make sure I recognize that I do see your name. That's all I was trying to get across. But let's see. Oh, Karen Lanzer. I don't think I've seen you here before, but hello. So, Yoshi, before I talk too much to the audience. Gosh, yeah, Yoshi has always been one of my favorites growing up. I was raised on Nintendo Entertainment System. I think I got the SNES hand-me-down wise when I was maybe just in the heart of elementary school. And I'll never forget, because the first game we popped in, because it was Christmas Day, and the first game we popped in, that's where I recognized the... Thank you, that I knew I'd recognize that somewhere. But, yeah. But the SNES, I'll never forget, because it was Christmas Day, my brother and I popped it in, and it was the original Super Mario Kart. And that was my first real exposure to the green wonder. Oh, this little guy, Yoshi. And I never would have expected from that point on how much the little guy would be a part of my life. Because from there, I was around the same time of... Because I think we got Super Mario World, which was Yoshi's real first debut, even though Miyamoto had wanted to make Yoshi since the first Mario game. And I remember that growing up, I played that probably well after I got to play Yoshi's Island, where we got Baby Mario and that whole wonderful platform. I'm gonna try to put you right here so people can see you. Maybe a little bit higher. There you go. I don't want to do this too much, so I'm gonna bump my mic. So I'm just gonna plop his butt on top. Will that work? There we go. Ha! And I think like many other Nintendo fans never really expected how this little guy would be such a huge part of our lives. And it's kind of exploded from there. I mean, nowadays he's saved the Mushroom Kingdom. He has become a guest star in Mario 64 on the re-release for the DS. He's been in countless games. He's danced with Mario. He's partied with Mario. He's played tennis with Mario. He has gone and competed in the Olympic Games on Mario's side against the wonders of Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. And it's kind of a shame that up to this point, this little guy, his biggest exposure outside of maybe one animation, I want to say, in one of the old cartoon shows from Mario, was basically as a lizard on the live-action Mario Brothers. So I'm looking forward, the whole point of this, to maybe seeing his appearance in the upcoming Illumination animation with Jack Black Bowser and Super Pratt. I'm not sure how I feel about it. And thank you. I do have some balance skill. I like to try to show it where I can. Just funny because I am about as klutzy as ever. Yeah. Was he a CGI dinosaur in the 90s? Was he a CGI dinosaur during the live-action Mario? I don't remember. I swear it was animatronic. I mean, the Goombas there were terrifying as well. I'm gonna find this out now. If anything, I'm glad he at least has with Universal Studios the really cool whole Mario world they have currently in Japan, which I can't wait for them to bring it over here to the States. And even though that ride you do have for Yoshi is basically a slow kiddie ride, it's still precious as hell. Go look up a ride through. Not right now, because you're watching me. But later. It's adorable. But let's see this CGI Yoshi. Why not? And, oh yeah, I mean, we're pretty good. He's also beat the crud of who knows how many different characters Super Mario. Not Super Mario, Super Smash Brothers. That's what it was. Yeah, it might have been a puppet. I think it was a puppet, because I think what I was thinking of here, let me bring up my, was Yoshi movie. Yep, there he is. Let me bring it. There we go. Look at that little guy. Look at that little... Okay, oh, yeah, he was precious. Let's see, can I get a better photo of him? Yeah, look at that little cutie. The little wannabe extra from a Jurassic Park film. Aw, I always felt bad for the guy. Look at the cute little chain and all that. Aw. But that brings us to today. Because with this still being Foodie Month, yeah, right? You never seen this rag before? Yeah. The live action Yoshi was this little dinosaur puppet thing. I mean, it's actually probably one of the less, I want to say cringy, but scary nightmare abominations from that movie. Yeah. He was Bowser's little punching bag. Oh, shoot, I lost it. Hate modern day Wikipedia. There we go. Look at that little face. Yeah. I mean, no one can actually ride on him, but who cares? Who cares? I think for the sake of showcasing more of these monstrosities, I at least gotta find the Goomba one right away. Goomba. Actually, not. Would I have it? Link on here. Can just click. So I have to see this. I got to see these monstrosities once more. I've had them before on the stream. Goomba live action. Yeah, there's the Goombas. Look at that face. That's like God. Freakish. Oh, it's been a while. It's been such a while. Here we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, that little mug. Can I get on camera here, please? There we are. Yeah. If you haven't yet gotten the chance to see the live action Mario movie, it's worth a shot. It's not good, but it's not bad either. It's very much Riff Tracks Mystery Science Theater worthy. And my gosh, I mean, there's so many weird scenes. I mean, for love all things grand, that's Bowser. That's supposed to be Bowser in the film. I'm not gonna explain why. It's not worth explaining. It's much better just to go and experience for yourself. Okay? Okay. Oh, okay. I could go talk way too much about this already. Let's go and get to the meat and potatoes for today, because the purpose. Oh no, Yoshi fell down. Here, I'm gonna put the red one up. Do it. Ha! That's what he wanted to go and like share. Can I do two? Let's see if we can do two. I'll get to the build after this. I just want to see if we can do two. Yes! Okay. Oh, this is probably a bad idea. Yeah, oh, God, Big Bertha. Zeno, you and I need to gush more about classic 90s sci-fi films. It's going to be weird. But the question of today, of the Creature Workshop, which I should have mentioned at the start of this show, is a stream that I put on to hang out with me and my friends, where we go and brainstorm wacky character builds based on our favorite pop culture characters. And with this month being Foodie Month, because it's November and in America we eat a lot of food at the end of the month, I wanted to showcase characters that like to chow down. Like Yoshi. Let's see. And I personally wanted to go the route of Lizardfolk for, well, obvious reasons. He's a dinosaur. And when I made the broadcast, set the broadcast for today, I kind of thought it would be fun to go with a Lizardfolk wild magic sorcerer kind of build, because Yoshi's many things. He is he can eat a lot. He can take a couple of blows, and he can go and like throw a good punch. But I guess my main inspiration was, frankly, the fact that depending on what this little guy eats, he can, straight up breathe fire. He can fly. And in some instances in Yoshi's Island, he actually can transform himself into a plane, a boat, a little cute little Mo Digger thing. And yeah, and I just figured to kind of add, that's why I was kind of hoping with like the sorcerer side of things, because it must be some kind of innate magic inside these guys. Let's see if I can do three. Probably a bad idea. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to do three. Can I do three? Nope. I shouldn't have chanced it. Maybe. Let's do this again. Huh? Nope. Nope. I've had a long day of filming stuff for the upcoming Little Shop Creature Creator video. This might be a little bit mischievous and moody. I did it! Okay. Alright, here we go. What was I gonna say? Okay. But, yeah. Am I confused? I might be confused. Like I said, it's been a long day. I've been at it filming in this location where I have to go and tear down and set back up all my equipment and filming stuff all in one go. Like I had my map for the next video like right here, not more than an hour and a half ago. Leaning Tower of Yoshi Pizza. Yeah, here, I'm gonna go and give you a close up of that so you can at least go like, oh, I did it. And there's no wires. There's also middle where I need to view. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. But yeah, last time we were here, we made a Kirby character called Turby Yerbrick, which I think you were telling me was already a it was a druid. Yeah, it was a Circle of Stars druid. So this week I wanted to do a Lizardfolk wild magic sorcerer, and I think the wild magic you get from, I want to say, the Tasha's Cauldron of Everything resource, which I've been reading, I didn't realize it was like this. Been kind of a hit or miss for some people in terms of its content. Like, I frankly love it. It's been giving me a lot of fun stuff to talk about, and yeah, I mean, and you know what? Yes, you're right, and this is indeed the advanced Yoshi cheerleading tactics of my microphone. But here we are on one of my favorite character building sites. It's where I play all my games, Roll20, and I mostly come here because, well, there's so many other options you could go with. For me, I have had the most experience with it, and I do like, as always, to use the character creator on this site. And let's go and do just that. Now, make sure you can see this. Actually, yeah, I shrunk down my, pressed with my OBS settings earlier, so it looks like you have at least a decent view this time around, which is good, which is great. Okay. First things first, we need a proper name. Let's see. Exactly. It's exactly what I was thinking there too, N King. But more on that in a second, with why I think Lizardfolks are also a great starting base for your Yoshis. And it's not just because, you know, dinosaur. Because technically you could go and, you know, maybe use a Dragonborn. I could kind of see that as well. No, yeah, I'm not gonna go with that. So Yoshi. We need a name. Well, frankly, I'm gonna kind of cheat a little here, because seeing as how last week I technically named Kirby after my dog, I feel like it's only fair this week I take the time to name Yoshi after my pet turtle, Yertle. So that doesn't really work because it's Yoshi or Yertle. I'm gonna name it after one of my guinea pigs. Those little fuzzy butters can also eat up a storm. Their names are Cookies and Cream. You actually probably saw Cookie in my latest Critter video, and Cream has been shown in the past. So I'm just gonna go with Koshi for Cookie, because he was such a trooper for my video. You know, that's one game I've always wanted to try, was Yoshi's Cookie. I think that's like a puzzle matching game. Let's see. I love it. Let's get to the character mancer. Okay, so let's go look at Koshi in depth. Oh my gosh. I have a point. Maybe that's why I keep underneath all this hair and this hat. My third eye. I'm really tempted. Might try this at the end. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try the stacking the poochie at the end. Love this little guy. Look at that little tongue. All right. So race. I mean, I've seen comments already in the chat that are very much on point to why I wanted to go with Lizardfolk. Because of their size, they could technically be like the perfect mount or buddy or companion to maybe a Mario-inspired like gnome or no! It's the end times. I'll fix that later. It's so sad. Well, here you go. Now, Poochie, you can get your time to shine. There you are. But the big thing why I wanted to and would suggest going with Lizardfolk is because of their abilities to eat other creatures and gain health from it. Because, well, Yoshi, yeah, he does typically eat things to create eggs they can chuck at people. But I can't imagine he has not, or they, because it's a collection of creatures all called Yoshi, they have not gone out of the way. Yeah, Poochie got its revenge. But I could imagine that Yoshis, do use their crazy chameleon tongue-like powers to go and yoink in stuff and eat and just heal up. I just love that image of using a tongue to just eat an enemy on the field and be cute as a button about it. Okay, so alignment. Normally, Lizardfolks are kind of very lawful neutral, but I think if we've seen anything from Yoshi's in the games is that when push comes to shove, when a baby falls out of the sky, their first inclination is to take care of it and not eat it, which to me screams that they are good. At the very least, chaotic good. Bards are not a lot. Classy, Xeno. Classy. Anyway. Skill proficiencies. It would be kind of funny to make a Yoshi-inspired character to have good animal handling. But I'm going to say nature and, well, frankly, survival. Because when you consider that these little critters live on an island where, like, lava can come to life, where there's magic wizards that can turn angry little Bowser babies to be the size of Godzilla, they gotta be pretty damn resilient and know what's what. You know what I'm saying? All right. Language proficiencies. I can speak, read, and write, and comment, and Draconic. I know that traditionally Yoshis don't speak too often. However, what I recall from my favorite RPG, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, which was also for the NES. God, that was such a great time period for just Yoshi's games that what was I gonna say? Yes. That in that game, some Yoshis do actually talk. So I think it's fine. It's allowed. At least in one game, they do speak. I think a few of them do talk even in Paper Mario, but it's been a while since I played one of those. Also, the worst Mario RPG. Oh, come on. I loved me Super Mario RPG. That's such a classic. I have to go and have just an entire stream dedicated to arguing or debating about the rankings of Mario RPGs. But anyway, here's the big one, though. The one I wanted to point out. Bite. That's so fantastic for something that would resemble Yoshi. Okay, your fanged maw is a natural weapon, which you can use to make unarmed strikes. If you hit with it, you deal piercing damage equal to 1d6. Frankly, if I was your DM, and I totally would get your permission if you do use this kind of a build, to say that, okay, you can switch out piercing for forced to do the whole tongue attack. Because how can you not? We also have the beauty of hold your breath. I mean, these Yoshis have shown that they can swim or beat underwater for quite a long time. Much like the rest of the Mario characters. Let's see. See that, Sonic? You know, Mario can hold his breath underwater indefinitely. Why not you? Okay, no, he does have a breath limit in later games, but shh. I'm thinking of the NES games. So let's see. But you also get this bonus down here. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera. Let me pop this out so you can see it a bit better. Oh gosh. 1 second. Hungry Jaws down there at the bottom, and of course it's still too far down to see. Ah! There we go. In battle, you can throw yourself into a feeding frenzy. As a bonus action, you can make a special attack with your bite. If your attack hits, it deals its normal damage. This is the one, and you gain temporary hit points. I just love the idea of Yoshi just kind of coming down on maybe a Goomba and going heal. It'd be fun. Fun. This is also true that there are plenty of, and King does make a good point that there are plenty of D&D creatures that understand but can't talk, and maybe a good way to kind of build up a little bit of, you know, I think I mentioned this last week with our Kirby build, maybe some kind of ASL with, or maybe AFSL, Fantasy Sign Language. Get the idea. Maybe the BB. You know what? As a guy who spent most of his life as an Apple user, it's been an experience getting, used to using the Windows again. And yeah, no, I don't judge either way, but it has been a learning process these last few months. Moving on. Okay, class. I said sorcerer because I just think it'd be kind of fun to see Yoshi naturally using some of their fire powers, maybe even tying in an arcane focus or a little components bag. Like, okay, before Koshi uses his fire breath or his Nebuchadnezzar fire breath, he's gonna reach into his pouch, pull out I think it's a red shell. Yeah, it was a red shell. Pop it in, chew, and just yeah, that's how I would roleplay it. Let's see, skill proficiencies. Oh yeah, and insight. Yoshi, I think, can just tell who's good at heart, at least enough to know that they will trust them to use them as a horse. Unfortunately, that doesn't extend too far to them being ditched into holes. Yoshi communicates. I cast Yahoo. Let's see here. Skill proficiencies. We'll go with insight. Not deception. I don't think these cute little guys have a deceptive bone in their body. But let's see. Next one. Intimidation. Persuasion, religion. Maybe Arcana? You know what? I'm going to say persuasion, considering how often Yoshis have to go about persuading their brethren to not eat the baby they're about to give to them. I don't know. What do you all think? I'm curious. I always kind of took the whole Mario punching thing to be like him going like, go! Eat that! I suppose I could totally see him being like, eat that! Bah! Oops. Not Indian. Definitely not Indian. It bumped my thing. There we go. Let's see. The sprite represents another thing. Details. I'm not that kind of nerd. I will not argue what the actual meaning is. I just will tell you what I probably misunderstood growing up. I do not claim at all that I am a Mario expert. Just a fan. All right, I don't want to wait to take too much more time here, so I was going to go with persuasion, because that's like the idea of him convincing other Yoshis in their tribe to not eat anything that they shouldn't be eating. And wild magic, because I just feel like a part of the Yoshi charm is the sheer number of like zany cartoon things they can do and the trouble they can get into. However, I mean, Draconic Bloodline, maybe, but it's kind of I just wanted the idea of like a chaotic Yoshi in your party, causing all kinds of mayhem. So I'm gonna just keep with that for now. You always change it up. I might change my mind later on, because this is all on the fly, designed with you. Yeah. No, eat the baby. Eat the baby? Don't eat the baby. Eat the baby. Okay. Probably describe method. All right. I'm going with the standard array today because kind of been fooling around a bit more, and I want to get to the later levels. Okay. So, typically, as you all kind of know, that sorcerers don't really need too much strength. I would say that's fine and dandy, but I'm still going to give our Yoshi some kind of strength because they are pretty athletic to jump, run, and at least do it all more often than not in some of their games by, well, carrying someone. So I'll keep it 10 for now and might bump it up later. Dex, probably keep it to 13. Maybe 12. Yeah, put that at 12. Once again, for jumping, all the crazy acrobatics they have to do, and just being able to hit things. Constitution, I mean, Yoshi's can take a beating. I don't think in the games, unless you touch lava, I want to say, or anything that's truly deadly. More often than not, an enemy hits Yoshi, he takes the blow pretty damn well and just drops the kid. Or unravels if you're, you aren't Yoshi. I know Roll20 does give you suggestions there. Well, I should set Charisma to 15 just because of the spellcasting needs that. And because, besides, Yoshi's so charming. He's so cute. Yeah. He's yeah. Because the thing is, I was going to put the 8 in intelligence because Yoshi's, to me, strike me. I mean, we've seen. Even the most cases, Yoshis seem to only really live in the wild. I don't think they get any kind of formal education, say, from what they learn from other Yoshis. Hence, probably the high wisdom. So I'll probably do 14 in Constitution and 14 in Wisdom. I think that's a decent spread. That way, with the intelligence of 8, you can use that to explain a bit why maybe your Yoshi or Koshi doesn't talk too much. So, moving on. Background. Let's see. We got a few options here. Oh yes, he was maybe an Outlander actually. What's an Outlander background here? Grew up in the wild, far from civilization and the countries of town and technology. You were witness to first larger than forests. Oh yeah, this would be perfect for a little travel Yoshi on Yoshi's Island. Let's see. Nah. Okay. Tool proficiency. What kind of instrument would Yoshi play? You know what? I'm going to not go with worry too much about what you'd play, but rather what I'd find to be the most funny thing for them to play. I'm going to go with bagpipes because I didn't realize how desperately I need to see a Yoshi play a bagpipe until I got the option to give one a bagpipe. That just sounds freaking hilarious. Language proficiencies. We'll once again can totally rule this as you know, maybe what they know, not really what they can speak. So I'm gonna just pick 2 at random. But I think they already know Dwarvish. Let's go with kind of the Sylvians, because that's kind of nature-ish. Also, I think I would not be surprised if you're gonna do like a Mario D&D inspired game that, you know, the Mushroom Kingdom, a kingdom of mushroom-looking people. Yeah, that to me this screams that they have some kind of Sylvan bloodline there. Yeah, civilization. Okay, origin, Force or Trevor, Homelander, guide. A guide! Be kind of fun. Let's see, travel nomad. I mean, I think of the two. Yoshi, the bounty hunter. No, let's go with. I'll probably say a guide. He does guide a lot of his charges in his games. Personality traits. I'm driven by wanderlust that led me away from home. I can see that with Yoshi. Personality traits. Can you guys see this? I'm gonna go and try to zoom in a bit for you. There you go. Come on. Let's make sure the nice audience can see me pick arbitrary things that you probably would just rewrite based on how you want to play up your Yoshi. I was in fact raised by wolves. Gosh, a Yoshi raised by wolves would be kind of great. Yeah, exactly. Nature, that's having to warn. Yep, I could totally see Yoshi doing that. Perfect, ideal. Yeah. Yoshis are all about the helping out each other and those around them. Bond. My family, clan, or tribe is the most important thing in my life, even when they're far from me. Yeah, I mean, those Yoshis, they stick together. Flaw. I'm too enamored of ale, wine, and other intoxicants. God. You know, if you've played the original Yoshi's Island, there is that level where you touch fuzzy, get dizzy. I mean, you technically could say that the Yoshi may be a little bit of a druggie, which would make this flaw kind of work. Though I kind of like there's no room for caution in the life lived to the fullest. Wait, there's no room for caution in life lived to the fullest. I can see that too. Yeah, I kind of like the whole. Because the thing is, that's like early on in the game where it's kind of set up that the Yoshis, you know, live in that part of the islands, which to me, and I mean, mind you, this is a real big stretch. That, yeah, the Yoshis do love to enjoy the finer things, which I can get behind. we all trusted this human baby. Oops. Yeah, exactly. I can see that being written in there too. First life lived to the fullest. I mean, a few of these can work, and frankly, you could probably write it in. And I actually do like that you all trusted this human baby. We all decided to adopt a child who fell from the sky. All right, class equipment. Gosh, weapons. This is gonna be such an interesting thing for them. Because I think this. I mean, I can't recall Yoshi using most of this stuff. Okay. This is we're going to take a little bit of Yoshi's sports background into consideration here. So yeah, we'll give him the club because it's just a baseball bat from Mario Strikers. Was it Mario Strikers? Yeah. Or we can give. Let's see what else we can go here. Javelin. Javelin was in the Olympic Games. That's one of the sports. Yoshi may have brought it back from competing against Sonic and Company. A sling. You know, there's the whole swirly dirly ball and chain thing you do in the Olympics. That could work. Crossbows. There's a crossbow shooting in the Olympics. But yeah, all these are just souvenirs from his time spent in getting the gold medal. Yeah. All right. Joking aside, I'd probably just go with the club because it kind of plays with the whole tribal thing, and you can also just rephrase it to the baseball. Ooh, that's a good point there too. No, I'm gonna keep it simple because I would rather have the spells kind of do the whole egg stuff too. This is true. I've not played the Raven Rabbits crossover, but that's right. He does use a gun, along with the other characters there too. Definitely give him. We have to give him a component pouch. I'm so glad. I haven't done a sorcerer in a while, but I'm glad they have the option for a component pouch, which is going to be filled with berries and other Yoshi grub, like the red shells do the fire breath, which we will be adding as we get to the right level. And yeah, Explorer's Pack. Okay, spells. Okay. You know what? Message. We give him message because he might need that if he doesn't actually really speak, to actually use message to like send out thoughts to your allies. That's gonna be important. Even though you have to do talk, I'd probably, as a DM or even the player, would say, yeah, you hear, you know, Yoshi, 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 and then you, in your head though, you hear, I know how we can go and convince the princess to give us all the cake. Money. It'd be important. It's one of those kind of utility spells that a Yoshi might need early on. Friends would be kind of great too, to really play up the whole fact that they're pretty damn charming and cute. Hell, it might be a bit of a survival technique even. Here's the plan to kill the monarch. God, can you imagine that roleplay session of like straight up, it's a dark room, your party of Sir Luigi, along with a mighty barbarian, Mario, and their two allies, the downtrodden and exiled King Bowser, and their expert strategist, Yoshi. Brings him closer. He goes and rolls out a scroll. As Koshi takes out his knife, just stabs it in the middle of the castle. As he looks at all of them one by one, just goes, Yoshi, 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 Yoshi. That's when the message comes in, is tonight, the monarchy ends today. Be hilarious. I love it. We have to add this to one of these things I get to go and run one of these days. Yoshi's a crown is a okay, but what else here? We need to give, I think this would be a good point to have the firebolt to really play out the whole breathing fire thing. And last but not least, True Strike. No. Line infestation. Yes, Yoshi just goes and infests everyone around them. You know, Poison Spray could kind of work. There's a whole shtick when Yoshi eats watermelon, kind of like has like the whole machine gun thing. The communist Yoshi spell. Love it, Reg. That's good, actually. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Let's just go for the sake of time with Poison Spray. Because I can totally see Yoshi eating things he really shouldn't and just spitting it out back at your foes. Okay. Now for the first spells. I would recommend Featherfall to kind of do that classic Yoshi, like, kick in the air, like... I don't know the sound effects, my best impression. Let's see. I now need Rage Against the Machine translated to Yoshi speak. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. I mean, I am no singer, but I'm gonna take the time. Okay, here we go. Actually, here's a good spell that I can see really playing up to create one of those first kind of like Yoshi fighting styles. Here, can you see it? It's come on, work with me here. There you go. One of these days, I will have a double monitor, and it'll be amazing. But I'm thinking that a good, fantastic choice would be Magic Missile. And here's my reasoning. Because if you think about it, Magic Missile is basically kind of like a magic gun of sorts. But what if that the flare you get the okay from with the DM beforehand is that, oh yeah, my Magic Missile are just my Yoshi's eggs. Huh? I can see that that's how you can do it. How you can work in a little bit of that egg magic into the build overall. And plus, that would kind of give out more opportunities for the wild magic surges, where it's like, I toss an egg at my foe and it explodes in my hand because it was a bad egg. Cue the sad trombone there for that pun. Still, I think Magic Missile would be good stand-in for now. And there's many more we could go with, but we'll take a look at that in the later leveling. So, let's take a look at how the character rolls after all of that jazz. Oh, right. Okay, right. Roleplay stuff. Let's make this quick. Okay. Age. Yes. Height. Tall enough. Weight. Heavy enough. Can't spell heavy. Eyes. I think that's black. Yeah. Black. Hair. No. Skin? Multicolored. I think there's another thing, too, I'd probably get the okay from, too, is that you make the call with your DM that maybe every day, because of the wild magic in your character, you just shift to different tones. So maybe one day your Yoshi character is blue, next day, pink, and the day after that, green. I only have 3 colors, but maybe you could just fix them up too. A lot of different things. Okay. You know, it also gives the added potential that your character has a very good chance. Day 4. Yeah, day 4. I just turned into a dog because my Yoshi is part werewolf or whatever kind of dog this thing is. But if you think about it, one kind of cool thing you could work into the character is that, hey, if you die early on or at all, someone else in your tribe comes and replaces you. That's another kind of fun way. I mean, as a DM, I'd probably make it so that it's something you can't do all the time. Because I would hate to see someone, abuse killing that many characters. That's a fun idea. You can even roll on a chart to determine the color. Yeah. A lot of ways you can do it. Hell, you can even take a lot of the coloring conventions from some of the later games where I think when I want to say it was the Wii U, that Yoshi story, you could go and change the colors of your yarn even based on the amiibos you used with the game. But yeah. And besides, God, can you imagine though, because of how Wild Magic works, that Yoshis can also change sizes. So you can go from like, I cast Wild Magic, next thing you know, oh my gosh, my Yoshi's double the size for this current fight. That'd be kind of fun. Alright. I'm getting too caught up in the possibilities. Alright, so here we go. Here is our Koshi sheet so far. Strength, 0, it's not that bad. Intelligence is 1, -1. Modifiers, okay, but the 3 and the 2 2s are nice. Let's see. Ooh, survival is 4. That's kind of nice. Charisma is 4. Costumes is 5. Yeah, I kind of like that. Otherwise, it's kind of meandering and everything else, which is good. That's all right. 3 jaws. What I want to see is how does it roll. So let's bring this up. There we go. And let's do try a simple firebolt. Okay, well that's a nice lucky first roll. You can't see it. Let me go and bring that up a bit more. But oh, come on. Can't wait to have a dual monitor set up one of these days. Okay, well I'm trying to fight. There it is. Got a nat 20 on the roll with advantage. 24, but a 10, 24. We'll say for the benefit that this Yoshi got a nice crit hit. And got a 17. Yeah. Perfect. Dealt 17 damage at level 1. That's pretty good for some Outlander tribal Yoshi chucking around nothing but eggs. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I will have this stacked up to the heavens by the time I end tonight. This is also true. And King mentions, I'm not sure for those who see this later on, that if you're playing in a Mario-inspired campaign, your size will fluctuate wildly. Let's just, yep. Very true. Okay. Hungry Jaws. How is Koshi's first bite? Let's see. Smash, you can make a special attack with your bite if you attack hits. I think it's an unarmed attack. Yeah. Yep, right there. Boop. Bite. Okay. 13. That's not bad. Might be enough to go and take a chomp out of like a basic sewer rat. And 5. Okay. Yeah. It's not bad. And considering that, that 5 extra damage, I believe, would go to temporary hit points, right? Damage, you gain temporary hit points. Equal to your constitution modifier. Okay. So, in that case... Oh! Your Koshi would get 3 temporary hit points, which is actually level 1 pretty freaking good. Considering that is basically a bonus extra third to this character's health. Okay. All right. Let's get to the level 5. Because, as you all know, for those who've been on the show or have watched the show later on, that in my opinion, a build doesn't really come into its own until you get to level 5. So let's go and give that level 5 boost. Oh, one more. There we go. Gonna go for the average health just to make things simple. And let's get into it. All right. We get the power of meta magic. I think for this, Yoshi really doesn't need too much with like being careful with other spells or eggs. You'd be chucking around egg spells. So I would see more so things like the seeking meta magic, or even the probably empowered because to me that's like plays more into the throwing mechanics of, well, Yoshi's main classic style of attack. Plus with the seeking spell, it kind of plays up the fact that some of Yoshi's eggs actually do home in on enemies. So that's how I see it. Okay, one moment before I move on. Yes. Okay. Get a bit of a dry throat. All right. Okay. Anything else got to choose here? Let's see. Empowered spell. Yeah, I think the powered spell is kind of fun because, I mean, you really can't charge up Yoshi's attacks too much in the games, but I could see role-playing wise that you just gotta put more oomph into your toss. Besides, some of those eggs Yoshi's tosses in some of the games are about the size of him, and yeah, that's how I would kind of like flavor it. Like you got the egg, and you got the big egg. His leg points out big bag egg. Exactly. Yeah. I want to read this out loud because it's a very valid point. The great thing is that sorcerers can choose their spells on the fly, so you can either attack with eggs or choose super speed and jumping to transport Mario. Yeah, it's a very versatile kind of class. This is why one of the reasons why I thought it'd be perfect for a little Yoshi. Okay, modifiers now. Let's see, charisma or constitution. Constitution's already pretty darn good. Charisma, yeah. Let's go make Yoshi more charming for the extra little attack boost. Yep, and that's why I chose Featherfall. I forgot to mention that earlier, so that when you do get like abandoned down a pit of death, you can like plan on surviving. So let's see, another cantrip. Sword burst, thunderclap, two strike, mind sliver, mold earth. What do I mean mold earth does again? I have an idea. Not that, no. Well, I will say this, that one of the spells I did want to get that are higher up was actually going to be fly, because Yoshi has proven he can do that. Fireball is going to be another one, because what is a spellcaster without a fireball? But then again, I'm kind of building this class so far as being kind of more like helping the party out and boosting your friends around to maybe get them to their points of the battlefield to line up a really strong attack. But let's see here real quick. Pyrotechnics, busy step. I do want to get Eganezar's Scorcher. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Might be a different spell. There we go. Nope, it's not that Scorcher. It's a different one. Might be level 1. Oh, that's a good suggestion, Reg. Yeah, hold person. Yep, that needs to be 1. Where is that? G. There it is. Yep. Boop. Thorn whip. Yep. See, now you're all thinking. Yeah. Okay. Thunder sword burst. Still need to choose one more here. Booming blade, chill touch, control flames, great bonfire, frostbite, gust, lightning lure, mage hand, mending. Splash. I'm gonna go with Shocking Grasp because it could play up another, tongue attack kind of thing. But spells, you have one more we can put on, I believe. Oh, we have two more. I think Thorn Whip is a very good idea. So let's... Is it one of the spells? I think it's one of the options there, friend. Tasha's now. Thunderstep, Tidal Wave, Tongues. Tongues! That's been trying to find, right? That's exactly what I've been trying to find, like ground pound. I wanted to say Earth Tremor could be a good option for that. I thought Earthquake was one, but I might be thinking too much like Pokemon in that regard. But I think, you know, Earth Tremor would be pretty perfect. Yeah, Earth Tremor. That'd be cute. So, not Earthbind. Where is Earth Tremor? I hate this. I always lose it once I want to put it on. Earthbind. There it is. Travel forward and asymmetry end up. I think that's Thunderwave, right? Yeah. Expeditious Retreat would be kind of perfect too, considering that you'd be helping your friends get around. But what else? Tasha's Mind Whip. That kind of be play the whole tongue attack thing. It's called Revest. Lightning Bolt. Select Fortress. Haste. Haste kind of work too. Slow. Fair Touch. Wall of Water. Water Breathing. Water Walk. Fireball could be fun, and that would be something you could play up from like classic Super Mario, not Super Mario Brothers, Super Smash Brothers, where Yoshi's final smash is straight up him flying around, chucking fireballs of death. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that because I do love the idea of this cute little guy to catapult. Oh yeah, it's good catapult. Yep, perfect. Yep, catapult. Yep, that's actually be perfect actually, because his components. Speaking, yeah, in that case, that gives something you can use straight up to toss any kind of things. Because yeah, whether it's eggs, you know, throwing baby or Mario or Poochie, yeah, that should be perfect for this. Cool. All right, let's go with that and build the character. Build the character. Come on. Let me do it. There we go, got them all. Alright, so our level 5 Yoshi Sorcerer here. Got 33 hit points, which is pretty good. Let's try out that basic fireball here. Actually, let's do the ground pound. I want to see what the ground pound, how kind of damage does that do? I think get up to level 3. Yeah, let's do level 3. No doubt. Okay, so we can start with 14. It's not right, but take 8 damage and okay, 10. And they're also knocked prone, which leaves them totally open to your allies. And if you use empowerment, which I believe is a powered spell there, you can add your charisma modifier to it as well, which would be fun. I like that. I like it. And okay, that's pretty good. Got a nice mix of grasping, damaging abilities, a little bit of kind of area control that you can knock your opponents prone, and then maybe if your friends keep them down there, your next turn you could then also join in and take pot shots with the eggs. And hopefully won't get too much with wild magic, but I think if done right with the wild magic there on the side, you can have a lot of whimsical moments to play up with the character. And plus, I still cannot get over the fact that using message to communicate while still talking in full-on Yoshi tongue would be just a role-playing treat later on. Thunderstep, yeah, Thunderstep. I believe that's where it causes damage before you leave. I do love Thunderstep mixed in with Misty Step, because you can get a good like Nightcrawler-esque like good distance just by teleporting. It's fun. I used to actually use that same ability once to survive a deadly fall. Nope! No! My tower! That's okay. Let's go back to 1 for the rest of this. There we are. Okay. But before we go, I do want to go and look at Bite one last time. Let's see how it is at this higher level. Is it any better? Let me bite. Let me bite. 13. Okay, 2. That's not really a tactic that's supposed to get stronger, which is fair. That's fine. I just love the catapulting. Like, if I was gonna DM this or play as this, I would definitely take catapult before the other spells I chose, and make it a point that no matter where I go and I got the chance to buy, ransack, I would just have Koshi here carry around like the biggest collection of eggs. Doesn't even matter if they're rotten or not, because that's what I'd be using catapult is to chuck at other people. In fact, let's take a look with how the catapult would work with that. We'll do it third level, because why the heck not? Alright. Void 14. Takes 7. You can, like... Okay, to show you this. Forgot I had it on me, not on the desktop. But if you do go with my idea, and they just walk around with basically a bag full of eggs, you could go and like bash someone in the face, and if they don't do the dex save well enough, and take a good 19 bludgeoning damage in having an egg thrown at your face. Oh my dear goodness me. And you can empower it too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you just picture that? Alright. It's your turn. The Lord and Ruler of Barovia looking pretty messed up. You use catapult. Yeah, but use catapult to take my egg and just chuck it at his face. All right. Okay, roll for. Oh, okay. Roll to see if he dodges. He does not. And how much damage does he take? Pardon me. He takes 25 some damage. All right. You all watch as Koshi winds up and speeds ball a chocolate egg into the eyeball of Strahd and watches it exit outside the back of his cranium, thus ending his reign over Barovia. Oh. Yeah. It can be really terrifying, you know that, right? Okay. Oh. This build ended up being wackier than I thought it was going to be. This is fun. I need to use this character one of these days. I know I say that with all the things we build here, but it's true. It is true. Yes! Forget Strahd. It's King Boo. He was with Mario, helping Luigi clear out his mansion, and just took out King Boo. One shot. Okay. That, I think, is enough zaniness for me tonight. It's been a long day, and I really need to go clean up and finally have some supper. So let's get to the outro. All right. I want to go and thank you all for hanging out tonight. like I said, I missed this last week. I know I needed a chance to get my head straight because I'm a huge Batman fan. He was my first hero, and I needed that moment to mourn dear Kevin Conroy's very sudden passing. And this has been good. It was nice to come back to this. This was a lot more fun than I expected. I want to thank you all for joining today, whether it is here live with me now, or if you check this out after the fact when it goes up on my channel as a recording. As always, I do want to make a point to suggest, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to me, or liking this video, or even sharing it around. All three can help me out greatly. And if you don't, that's totally fine. I still love you anyway. I do want to make a point to share that on my channel, underneath the community tab, I'm currently running a poll trying to get a sense of maybe doing more streams. I'm kind of on the fence either way. I know a few of you here, I think, already did respond to that, but I think overall maybe, I don't know, like 5 responses out of 300. I mean, I don't expect to get everyone's response, but before I do anything, I want to make sure I at least get more than like 1% of my viewers. But who knows? Who knows? I don't want to think too much about it because I do enjoy what I do get to do with you all, and hope you enjoy my upcoming Creature Creator. And I'll see you next week. Not sure we're doing just yet. I was thinking Pac-Man, but I'm also open to ideas, so share those if you have any ideas or wanted to see me talk about some build next week. But, yeah. Christmas is around the corner. And soon we'll be hitting the 1-year mark of me doing Creature Creator, which is going to be exciting. I never thought that I would not get burnt out on it yet. Which would be nice. Feels good. Feels really good. Been a fun year. I have gone and grown by 250 some people, and can't wait to see how it goes from here. So I'm excited to have you all here still on my journey, enjoying off with me, talking about nerdy things and really corny movies. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Yeah. Sorry, I got a little bit of warm, fuzzy feelings. I just wanted to appreciate the moment. Anyway, as always, take care. I'll see you next time. Say bye, Yoshi. Yoshi! That's right, can't speak English, can you? Yoshi! I've been online for too long, haven't I? Yoshi! I should go to bed now, shouldn't I? No? Eat first? Okay, we'll do that. Alright. Bye.